man, I'm sure this is a moment that you've been thinking about, dreaming about perhaps. How good does it feel to actually be sitting up there as the Ultimate Fighting Champion?
It feels incredible. It feels like it's the start of my journey. It's day one, So this is my first day on the job in the UFC. Like now I can put the UFC stuff on and feel accomplished. And yeah.
When you look at the fight itself, you guys are both big guys, you both hit hard, so either one could get caught with something. But did you anticipate that you were going to be putting him to sleep tonight? Is that how you saw the fight going?
100%. I manifested this moment. Me and my coaches worked. And that's the number one thing, we worked on it. We worked on putting him away because he knows that I have power, but he's never really felt my power. He's only felt me at training. Training is, you're not trying to knock nobody out in training, but when you get in that octagon, you're trying to put somebody's lights out, and that's what I did.
It's actually funny, like coincidentally, I remember when your brother fought Gilbert and they had trained together, I asked Kamaru this. Was there anything that you were in the fight and you're like, oh yeah, this happened in training that one time? Was there anything that felt familiar to you?
Not at all. The only thing that feels familiar is he knows that I'm a big, strong guy, and he's gonna do a lot of jittery movements and try to come in and out as fast as he can because he doesn't want to stay in there too much because he doesn't want to feel the power. So I knew that was gonna happen.
It was a lovely check left hook that finished it. Is that one of your preferred punches, or is that just one that happened to land, or was?
Oh man, my coaches, we train on being able to throw punches from everywhere. Coach Jake and Coach Justin work tirelessly with me, just throwing these punches from everywhere and just throwing them because they're so heavy. And that's the number one thing he tells me. He's like, don't worry about throwing it as hard as you can, just throw it. And that's what I just threw it, and it just landed, because it's heavy, because it's coming out of your hand already, and it's coming through the ground. You have all this power and all this energy. You don't have to throw hard, just throw. And that was it. I just touched him, and the rest is history.
I mean, the follow-ups were pretty heavy. I don't know, you threw some into those. Was it cool getting a knockout in front of Deontay Wilder?
Oh, man, it was. I didn't even notice him. He was there. He was there?
Yeah, he was there.
Awesome. Yeah, man, knockout king. So we made it happen.
That's awesome. Where do you go from here, man? Like you said, you're starting your job. You're starting at the UFC. When you see yourself entering the promotion, where do you see yourself? At what level do you see yourself? When would you like to fight? Talk us to your debut.
Man, at the end of the day, where I go from here is back to Genesis Training Academy, back to training with Peter Schwab, and back to training with Justin Houghton at Pound for Pound, and just getting better. At the end of the day, each opponent, each fight is my next fight. Each next fight is my best fight. So I got to be prepared each fight to be the best version of myself. So I just got to get back to training, just get back to just believing in myself, and yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to just see where this journey takes me, and yeah.
On a random note, you might be the biggest guy I've ever seen who weighs 236. I don't know how you weigh that light and look as big as you do.
I put a lot of work in with Coach Aaron down there at Lando Performance. He's a guru. He trains my brother as well, and I really worked with him a lot this camp on just building more explosion and power because I already have a tremendous amount of it, but I wanted just more. But I wanted to be light enough to be able to go 3 rounds because this guy was a 205-pounder before he fought heavyweight. So I knew he was going to come and try to outlast me like he was telling everybody. He was going to take me into deep waters. But on the show, I went 3 rounds, back-to-back fights. I live in deep waters. So, that's what they say, you catch the biggest fish in the deepest waters.
That's awesome. Last one from me, man. Talk about what this moment actually means to you. You've gone through a lot to get here. I'm sure the experience on the Ultimate Fighter was annoying at times. I'm sure it was intense.
No?
But it's a heavy experience, right? To be stuck in a house away from your family and
yes.
stuff like that. So to go through all that, to be up there now with the trophy, can you just tell us how it means to you, how it feels and how it means to you?
Oh, man. Like, if I could put it into words, I'll be here talking all day. It just... It's one of those things that it's kind of, you just got to just sit and just take a deep breath and just soak it in and just, I did it, I did it and I accomplished the mission, and back to training, back to getting better, back to being the best version of myself. And it's just the first step, the first step in my career. And it's a great feeling to know that Rashad Evans, my brother, and now me, I made it happen and I did it because I believed in myself. And yeah, it's a beautiful feeling.
Congratulations and welcome to the UFC.
Thank you so much.
Hey Mo, can you talk about just proving everybody wrong? Like he was supposed to be the more superior knockout artist, right, and the better striker, and you went out there and you put his lights out.
Who said that?
All the fans and the
Did they watch any of his fights? I'm like, at the end of the day, like, did they watch any of his fights? He doesn't have any KOs. I mean, he had a TKO on the Ultimate Fighter show, but that's it. I got KOs, in fights that I fought, So I knew I had more power. I've trained with him. He knew I had more power, and he knew exactly what he was coming in here for, and I did too. And I was just prepared for everything he was going to throw at me. And I just trusted myself, trusted my abilities, trusted my hands, and I made it happen.
Talk about your kid that passed away. You said that he's with you. Just what does that mean to you?
It means the world to me. And, he was the reason I started fighting, and he's the reason that I'm here now. And I'm don't get me wrong, man. I can sit up here and tell you guys it's easy, but it's not. I hurt every day of my life. I'm hurting sitting up here right now talking about it. But I know he wants me to have a good life. He wants me to take care of my kids that I'm going to have in the future, and my current kids. He wants me to be a blessing to them. And that's the number one thing. I'm just trying to be the best dad I can be and just show my kids and show my future kids that there's nothing you can't accomplish in this world if you put your mind to it and if you really believe in yourself. And put the right group of guys around you, the sky's the limit.
And then 2 Usmans in the UFC. How does that feel?
Oh man, it feels incredible. I'm just trying to write my own path. My brother's already did what he's already did more than I could ever even dream of. In this sport. So I'm just blazing my own path. I'm just taking it a day at a time and blazing my own path. But he know I got that power, so I know he gonna talk stuff. But yeah, he won his in the second round too, didn't he? On the Ultimate Fighter show, and he submitted the guy, but I knocked my guy out. So I got just like in when we wrestled in high school, he got third in state and I got second in state. So I did it a little bit better than him. So I'm gonna rub it in.
How did it feel to have him in your corner? And he always says that you're the best hype man, but he was your hype man tonight.
Oh man, it felt incredible, and I surprised him because during the Ultimate Fighter, when he fought, the same entrance music I came out to is what he did. So I knew when he heard that, he looked at me and we made eye contact. I was like, it's time. And then we started bopping and dancing, and it was like, let's just go have some fun, man, and do what we were put on this earth to do. And
kind of going back to your weight, are you planning to put on size and to be a bigger heavyweight, or is there even a chance for you to drop down to light heavyweight? Is that possible?
It's right now I'm just focused on where I'm at. Where I'm at right now, I'm good, man. I feel great. I feel healthy. I feel like I have plenty of cardio for this division. I have plenty of power, as you guys can see, for this division. And there's no need for me to cut all this. As you can see, I don't have too much fat to lose, if I have any. So why do I need to cut muscle to go down to a weight class for what? Saying this, I played defensive end for University of Arizona. I've used to going against 330-pound guys every day of my life. So a guy that's 260 coming in there, there's nothing I can't do.
Cool. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
At the end of round one, there was that shot that Zach threw. The ref said it was part of the continuous motion, but it definitely looked like it was a little bit late after the end of the round. A lot of people thought that energy and that anger that you came out in the second round was from that. Did you feel any sort of anger or anything for that late shoulder shot, or is it something that even registered on your radar?
At the moment, I knew it was late, but I didn't feel any energy from it. I just honed myself, get myself back to square one, listen to my coaches, and just get ready to execute for the second round.
What did they say to you going into that second round?
Oh, my coaches just told me, they said, I'm doing great. Get your composure, get your posture, and just, stick that jab and stick to your movement. And, you see everything he's doing, and the punches are going to land, and that's exactly what happened.
And did you know that shot was always going to sort of come? He looked like he had his moments, but even the commentary team was saying they were giving you praise for sort of taking your time and working in there. But did you know that it was always just one shot away?
I mean, this is the heavyweight division. You know, it's always one shot away. But I just wanted to just stay composed and just, you know, stay composed, stay in the moment and listen to my coaches and just, you know, take pictures, like Coach Justin saying, see what I see and just react. You know, number one thing is being able to react. You know, that's fighting, you know, read and react. So, you know, when he did his little jumping in, I just reacted with that check hook and it landed.
And last thing, where's the trophy going to live? Do you already have that? Did you already have a spot mapped out at home where you're going to put the trophy?
This trophy is special to me, man. I'm actually going to put it in the gym. You know, it's the start of this journey with my coaches, with everything we've been building. And I just see this trophy just, you know, sitting in the gym because that's where you put the work in to even be up here and have this trophy. There's no need for it to sit in the house. I'm going to put it in the gym because every time I come in there, I know this is where I have to put work in to be able to get something like this. So that's my goals, and I'm just ready to get to work.
That's incredible. Congrats on the victory.
Thank you so much.
One more. You mentioned in the media day a few days ago about how you might have you and your brother, you know, obviously that's your older brother, but you got to come out here and win. And you won in such a decisive fashion. Do you feel that you put those doubts to rest, like, you know, basically proving the haters wrong, that you were able to come out here and get a win in such a decisive fashion?
I've gotten to a point now that I've blocked it out. Ever since I started fighting, there's been haters, there's been doubts. I just focus on myself, focus on my coaches, focus on my training, and leave the rest to history. If I come out here and beat a guy 3 rounds, good. If I come out here and knock a guy out, good. You know, I just focused on just getting the job done, and that's the number one thing. I block out all the noise because half of those people could never even step in the octagon or even come in this energy in this area. So I just block out the noise and just focus on what I can control, which is myself.
And how are you feeling physically after this fight? And are you already thinking about where that next fight might come?
I feel incredible. I feel motivated. I'm just ready to just get back to work, you know, because I feel like there's a lot of things I could tighten up in that fight, and just in my posture and the way that I move, just the way I keep my hands. There's a lot of things that I need to tighten up, and I just want to get back to training and clean up all my mistakes.
All right, thank you. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.